Did Mueller engage the investigation of the Russian hacking in order to aid and abet a conspiracy to prop up gangsters that were working with the Clinton administration and engaging in acts of, if nothing else, electronic child sex predation as part of a long time uranium smuggling scam that was part of a high stakes, high risk veterans pension scheme, including bonuses? Was he actually taking his command from the Army Futures Command and using his alleged investigation to write derivatives and or futures that could then be flipped in the course of undermining the actual federal government system and laying the material preconditions for the proliferation of a biological terrorist attack with global proportions? Tomorrow will be 10 days before the 1 year anniversary of what I understood to be a pension scheme proposal that was European in origin. And I personally have not moved on what would have been my understanding of factors concerning that specifically because I've been dealing with things on another level. But it now seems to be understood, in some dimension at least, that the primary contributions of the Mueller investigation were to allow the FBI and the Department of Justice to manipulate a hedging strategy that covered up for the profundity of crimes that are actually being operationalized via the federal government and members of political office with the express purpose of bankrupting the federal system, illegally expropriating the property of people of the United States, and then reascribing it to select contractors and their investment schemes. And that they're using these biological weapons and the alleged COVID 19 as part of a kickback scheme to federal employees. Now, the question of whether it's a kickback scheme or whether it's a bribe is all on the people involved. Either way, it's completely illegal and unacceptable and unsustainable. But it's a little too late for people to cry wolf now and say, oh, well, there's problems. They made a nice job getting ready for year two, which means I understand that they're planning to play some sort of ping pong match with the European pension system come the beginning of the calendar year. That's why the federal workers haven't been agitating for their rights through Congress to overturn those memos and that executive order from August. It put it all under the nomenclature of the President of the United States specifically. An unconstitutional process that's unsustainable. And if he doesn't get reelected, terminates at the end of the year without Congress taking the necessary steps to make sure that a foundation is laid to get us through this season. Because next year,